Hey, good evening, everybody. This is Steve from OpenBOM, and in this video, we're going to go through importing an Excel spreadsheet into an OpenBOM catalog. Maybe this is an Excel spreadsheet from your ERP, or maybe this is something that you've built. And we're also going to go through the next cycle, which is updating that spreadsheet and synchronizing those changes into your OpenBOM catalog. We're going to do this with a catalog. It could be done with a BOM as well. But catalog, I think in this case, sort of makes more sense. And finally, we're going to point out a few things to watch out for along the way. So let's get started. I'm in the OpenBOM dashboard, and I'm going to choose Import Part Catalog from Spreadsheet. We're going to leave these settings the way they are. We cover them more in the help. And I'm going to choose a file. I've kind of prepared a few things, as you might imagine. This is going to be our initial load. This is, let me give you a peek at the spreadsheet. This is something that's got some filters and filter regulators in there that my company is going to be using in a piece of equipment that we make that goes on a shop floor. I have some information about it that I've received from the inventory guys. But you can see there's some gaps. I'm missing some quantity on hand. I'm missing some other information about release. It's just sort of a skeleton to help me get started in my bills of material. So I'm going to go ahead and load that file, import that into OpenBOM, and OpenBOM will create a part catalog from that. And it'll have the same information that the spreadsheet had. It'll be missing the same information. In other words, some of the information about the part state and other things that were not in the spreadsheet will also not be in the OpenBOM catalog. So this is nice. I can go ahead and start using these part numbers in my bills of material and get started. So imagine then, if you will, a few weeks later, my ERP gets updated and we're getting ready to go to release on this product, and we update our spreadsheet, maybe as an output from my ERP from Oracle, to include a lot more information. We finally got the correct quantity on hand. As you can see, we've added 4 or 5 or 6 more optional regulators, filled in some information about the specs, have a better assessment of what the state on those are. And then we've also added some columns about price, warehouse, and other things. So think about this as we've added both rows and columns to that spreadsheet. And I'd like to bring those changes into OpenBOM. So imagine, if you will, I open this part catalog, and instead of using the dashboard import, I use an import button right up here that's in the part catalog editor. And I say import. Again, I'm going to leave these settings the way they are. There's more detail on that in the help. I'm going to go pick up that spreadsheet that now has some additional information. And I'm going to import it, and OpenBOM will read that spreadsheet. It will add any new information, and also will merge any additional information based on part number. So we can see that from our initial spreadsheet had some information missing about release state and other things for the -08. We now see that -08 has additional information while maintaining the original import. So that's very important. We've added some more columns, and we've added some more part numbers. So this is the way that the import from existing spreadsheet into existing catalog works. There's more details about this in the help, but there's one final thing that I'd like to point out, sort of for clarity. You may think to yourself, hey, I'd like to add one more part to this catalog. Maybe it came along at the last minute, and you get from your ERP system or somebody else, they give you a quick little spreadsheet with the last part that you want to include in that catalog. In this case, it's the -30. So there might be a tendency to say, great, I've got a spreadsheet, I've got them in the right rows and columns. Let's just go ahead and add that guy to this catalog. Good so far. We import it, and this is what we'll get. We're only going to get that single item. That might not be what you expected, but if we think back, what's really going on is is OpenBOM is merging those changes. So if you had deleted parts from this, from any of these spreadsheets along the way, or any of these versions, and updated or added, those deletions and additions will be reflected. In this case, you can think about this as essentially, I've deleted the other 10 or 15 part numbers, merged this back in an import, this is what I ended up with. So this is not undoable, so you'll be stuck with this. So be very careful using this import operation. Be sure you're importing the full data set that you intend to have in the catalog. If you have any trouble, you can email us at support@openbom.com. And of course, there's more information, more detailed information in the online help. Thank you.